Well, my friends on YouTube, some people not quite my friends, but more unprofessional critics, let's just say. Welcome to the weekly Discovery playlist. I'm going to do Release Radar also on this, so this will be two in one. Now, admittedly, I had some trouble setting this live up because I initially wanted to have it scheduled for right now, essentially 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, but for whatever reason, the software doesn't generate um, a stable like schedule list. I wanted to I wanted to have it scheduled a number of hours ahead of time so that my friends and people could plan and anticipate the being started or whatnot, right? But for whatever reason, YouTube didn't give me the opportunity or change the settings that I put on, and it set it for July 13th, which is tomorrow at like 12 in the morning or midnight as of tonight. And I just realized that when I was looking at it. So yeah, I went live anyways, and I'm just gonna give it a couple minutes here because I had it scheduled for 1:30, but I don't know that anybody even noticed that anyways. So I'm here. Neil's here. Says no critics here, only love for the channel. Well, thank you. I appreciate that because, and the reason why I was mentioning it and started it off that way is somebody had commented on the preamp discussion and said that the video format or something about the whole thing was excruciating. And I thought, well, excruciating is quite the term. Like that's a big word. And I really don't see how any video, if you're watching it by choice, could be excruciating. I mean, if it's not informative or whatnot, just then you can turn it off. But so I'm not really sure what the criticism was about. It wasn't very specific. Something about background, context, previous videos, something like that. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna move on from that. We are gonna play the weekly discovery list. I'm just gonna get things started here. Get my Spotify organized. I know I'm still streaming with Spotify. I don't in my critical listening, but I mean, when I'm playing online, the interface is easy to use. So that's why I'm using it for this purpose. When I'm showcasing like this week, and this is why we're here, we're going to listen to the Release Radar and Weekly Discovery playlists. I'm going to play through the songs. This is an algorithm sort of selected playlist. If there's some cool songs on this list, then feel free to add them. I'm going to put it on screen like this while we're listening to the system. And if anybody else has anything to say or questions or ask or anything like that, Kyle, Crazy World of Spoons. Oh my goodness, that's a crazy word. Thank you for being here. What's going on? Let me find also my weekly discovery list, which should be here somewhere. I'm not really sure why I'm not seeing it. There it is. We're going to start with the weekly discovery, and then we'll move into Release Radar. And I just need to set up the connection to my Weem Pro Plus streamer, which may change in the next little while. I am situated now for an upgrade. I've contacted a buyer for my Rotel preamp. There I am in the mirror. Welcome. Hello. Okay, so here's the weekly discovery playlist. That's what this live is going to be all about. We're going to go we're going to scroll through them. I'm going to play about 30 seconds to a minute depending on what song it is. I'll try not to talk through some of it. It will get copyright, so that means that the video won't make any money. I'm not making any money on it anyways. But hopefully it won't get blocked. If it gets blocked, I'll have to mute the song, which sucks. But that's the way copyright works. I'm here to just share whatever they picked for me, and if it's interesting, then cool. And if it's not interesting, then we can move on. So it's about 30 songs-ish. I'm going to try to rush through them. We'll see what's going on. I'll show the titles on screen. It is only smartphone audio, so bear with me. If you stay to the end, I appreciate it. We'll see what happens. Come on, Spotify. Show the... All right, so there's the first song. Charlotte Song, Stuart Ham. Solo guitarist by the looks of it. very relaxing. I like this already. New player, nice setup. Thank you very much. It's a Rotel preamp and CD player. I got my Deftones CD this week along with a bunch of other Deftones stuff. So that's going on, and then the Weme Pro Plus is there. So the Weme Pro Plus is connected to the preamp via coax, internal DAC, CD player, which is not on right now. Actually just stop that, and we are streaming to there. Those are Buckeye amplifiers, Purify modules, SVS 1000 Pro subs, and then the 1723 THX towers from Arundel, which, you know, in the next little while I might be looking at upgrades for pretty much everything. Just depends on the kinds of deals that I can find. Right, next song, Yanni Irwin Do, Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. Sounds funky. Oh, that's why they called it that. Mercy, Mercy. Damn. Yes, a lot of people ask me, why do you have the mirror in the front? And that's essentially for like picture-in-picture type of streaming. I have the stands in front right now because I was going to put the Radiant acoustics in here, and I haven't quite got to that setup yet, so that's where they stay. It's blocking me a little bit, but you see what it is. All right, that was Mercy, Mercy. That's a great sounding track. Let's move on. Roundabout Misk. Interesting. Somebody say whether it's loud enough. Is my voice balanced? Is it too loud? What do I need to change in the audio? Yes, the music can be a little quiet. That's for sure. I don't have it completely cranked in here. Oh, that's so good. Wow. I might have to add that one to the collection. That's a good feel. It's recorded very well. Drum sounds very crisp. And for some that don't really know what's going on here, I'm just sharing a playlist. Every week I get a new playlist, and I like to scroll through it and showcase some of the songs. It isn't to demo the speakers or the subs. It's streaming audio is absolutely trash, but it is just to spend some time with friends. We'll see what we can find. Why are my lights flickering? Let's change up the song, and I'll go find out what's going on with the wires. That's Rising by Rigel. I don't know how to say that. Anyways, there you go. And let me go see what's going on with these wires. Seem to be okay. This is very relaxing, down-tempo kind of stuff. Let's move on to the next one. We don't have all day, and it is relatively warm in here today. Oh, that was the cover for the previous song. Oh my goodness, yeah, Spotify's all over the place today. So that's Boris Belen, Dream. Another down-tempo sort of song. A lot of jazz this weekend. Every once in a while we do get jazz. Sometimes it's hip-hop, sometimes it's metal, sometimes it's drum and bass. Sometimes the playlist starts soft and then it ends up really hard. So if you scroll through the whole thing, every minute or so there's a different song. Every week, every weekend in the live playlist, you will see that I've done probably 30 or 40 of these videos. I prefer to do live rather than edit my videos because editing takes up a lot of time. Berezi and Farnell Newton. Very down-tempo jazz stuff this weekend. Pretty cool. Thank you for being here. And we're scrolling through the list trying to find some cool songs. Whatever is suggested to me each week. Sometimes there's maybe one or two that are really great. Some that are a little easier listening. I'll follow up the discussion today with things that I'm considering for preamps. Song of Healing, the Dooku Trio, another really relaxing tune. Wow, they got a really on the down tempo this week. Really good bass in this one. It's nice, subtle. Solid bass line. All right, move on from here. Q&A, which is totally open to all the viewers. You can ask anything you want to in the chat. If you're not on mobile device, that's understandable. Hit me in the comments afterwards. I'm always around. Sebastian Kamei. Everything jazzy this weekend, it looks like. And it looks like my preamp is sold, so that means I need to work on getting a new one. Next weekend, there's going to be an event in the city, so that's pretty cool. I might not have a preamp at that time, but we'll have to figure it out. So I'm answering emails here. Wow, this song is really funky. I like it. Q&A, that's a pretty relaxing tune. Soar Ian Ewing, this is also probably down-tempo stuff. In the chat, anybody that's watching, I see 2 viewers, which is really awesome. I appreciate people being here to listen. What preamp are you running? If you can answer, if you can respond in the chat section, just enter in the model and brand of the preamp you're using. I'm curious. I'm on this journey right now looking for options for preamps, and I'd like to look at all the details. Yeah, really down-tempo stuff this week. This whole playlist is pretty smooth. Interesting. All right, switch it up. Ghost Wind, Steve Morris. Now this sounds like a very popular, so it's kind of sound very good production on this so far. Let's check it out. Sound like a radio station, don't I? I don't mean to sound like a radio station. I'm really only on here to have conversations, meet some new people. Entertainment is more likely what I'm suited for rather than information, because I'm still new and everything. I know some things, but there's still a lot that I don't know, which is the ironic part of someone out there calling me ignorant. I'm like, of course, everybody is to a certain degree. Nobody knows everything. Diva Sanan said hello. Hello. I see you. Thank you for joining to say hello. Yeah, this is Steve Morse, Ghost Wind. Really good guitarist track. Let's check out the next one. Doing about 30 seconds to a minute of each song, just trying to find something new out there. These all sound pretty laid back, so my Release Radar stuff coming up afterwards should be pretty good. Let's say we just skip this one. If it's soft, you can have a look online. Coffee break. Ruck P. Ruck P. That's fun. It says Chill Mop. Fall 2019. So it seems like my playlist this week is all relaxing sort of songs. Which, you know what? After a week of work and handling a bunch of stuff, sometimes just throwing it on the deck, sitting back to listen to some good music is really what we need. Music is such a universal language. All right, let's find out what the next one is. Gary Hoey? Deja Blues? That's a very clever title. All right, let's see how this sounds. Oh, soft blues. That's awesome. Carmine, good afternoon. Keeping cool. With what music service am I using? I am using Spotify, my friend. The cursed and accursed Spotify, only because the interface is really easy, and that's really only why. It is streaming on very high from Weme Pro Plus. The DAC is set to coax 1, so it's 192 max PCM, and it's a Texas Instruments DAC that's built into the preamp. Pretty good song, actually. Wow, we have viewers tuning in from India. Divasenan is from India. What time is it in India right now? India has to be like very late in the morning or very early in the morning, right? Let's find out. World clock. I'm gonna pick right 1:10 in the morning. Look at that. I just picked somewhere in the middle. Yeah. Well, good morning to you, and thank you for watching from India. That's quite a distance. We are all the way over here. That's what time it is for us. Thanks for being here. And this is the current song, The Journey by Matteo Mancuso. Very relaxing stuff this week. Let's switch it up again. Sunchild, asshole. What kind of asshole is this? I'm just playing around. Sunchild sounds very, very light and mild. Let's just skip that one. Give it its time in the sun. Bits and Hits, King and Country. This lo-fi version. This is also a soft sort of song. Let's skip until we find something with some energy. L'Aventure, Enough Cereals. Interesting. I like cereal. Search Dindigul? I don't know how to pronounce the accents, so my apologies. We're going to use Maps for that one. Share the channel with your friends in India. That would be amazing. So it's in the southern region. Ooh, very hot down there, I can imagine. Yeah, I don't like it. It's hot here too. I don't like it very much. A friend of mine that I work with, he's from India as well, but more for the in the northwest. Rio Ocho Pachakuti Young Vishnu. Huh, interesting. Very relaxing sort of tones in this one. You hear that kind of like Indian flute in the background? Not really Indian flute, but close. It's nice, nice. All right, let's switch it up. Ponder, Sleepless. Most of these are going to be pretty relaxing this week, I got to be honest. We are going to move into another playlist afterwards, so if you've got time, hang out for a little bit. Won't be much more than 30 minutes, if that. If you have questions about audio, any of the equipment, the room, I have the whole room set up for audio here, the lighting. Anything about audio at all, you can ask the questions. My whole channel is about audio and trying to bring people the best experiences possible. And that means dealing with any kind of audio system, not just high-end, not just expensive, not the stuff that costs a lot of money. It could be anything. Let's skip this one up. Blessed. Jasper, Moods. This is very, very relaxing as well. Lots of relaxing stuff here. Nice guitar work. Perfect audio system, bro. Thank you. It's not perfect. It looks nice. Not quite perfect. It's enough. That's the truth. There's enough here. I have streaming. I have CD player. I have the preamp, which allows for a lot of options. Speakers, subs, amps. It all ties together well. Now, it's not perfect. No system is perfect. Everything has a little bit of, room to grow and change, but it's pretty good. Endless, Rebecca Mardell, also very smooth and calm. Just gonna call it out. Wildflower, Joe Caulfield, could be both. Let's listen. Hip hop vibe. Very, very nice. Let's move on from that one. Strawberry Milk. Alex Unger. I love. We're probably at the almost at the bottom of this list. So then we're going to move on to another list afterwards. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 songs left. And then we're going to move on to another playlist, which is probably going to change up the vibe quite a bit. So if you've got 20 minutes, or in comments, anything like that, we'll get through the next playlist. Maybe we'll find some really good stuff. Most of these songs have been pretty relaxing, and this one has got some subwoofer bass. Woo! Great bass line in the background. Do I know which is the oldest language in the world? No, I actually don't know what the oldest spoken language or written language. Probably spoken is the first one. And to be honest, I think whatever the first language in the world was probably doesn't exist anymore. People say Aramaic was one of the oldest languages. That's the one language that I can think of. But who knows? I don't know that anybody actually knows. Tamil? Maybe. I don't know that that's true. Lost Call, Suna Tulukai. Really relaxing vibes this weekend. It's pretty cool stuff. You know what I think the oldest language in the world is? Body language. Our first language was not verbal. Our first language was moving your hand. Body language is the oldest language. Drive by Avo. This sounds like drum and bass. Finally, we have a different kind of sound on here. Yeah, that's a different vibe. Wait for the end of the bar. Nice. Drifter. Brock Burrigan. I'm learning how to read today. All right, sir. Thank you for sharing information about India and languages. Thank you for joining and watching. Hopefully catch you again. Most of my stuff is on pretty late. I know 1 a.m. is pretty late, so enjoy your evening, day, tomorrow. Let us know what the future looks like. Have a great one. I'm here every weekend. Lots of videos, typically. Well, not lots, but some. All right, let's check out the next tune. And we're almost done with this list. Emerge. This is Clapper. Thank you, sir. I'll give you and the audience a hint here. Another way to play and be supportive. All on the Instagram. Lots and lots of fun stuff on here as well. Lots of audio stuff. Check it out. All right, 2-3 more songs. Smooth with Any Groove. That's a good title. I like that. Let's see what happens in this tune. Release radar after this, so another 20 or 30 minutes. Try to get through each song. 30 seconds to a minute for each song. We'll find out if it's really decent. Most of these have been pretty slow, so I'm skipping through them, being pretty fast. VHS tapes. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Sun Dreamer. One more song, and then a different list. And these are all pretty laid back, actually. Let me see. One more song.
3, 2, 1.
Sunset Drive. We'll move on to a new playlist after this. Get onto my Release Radar playlist. This one's all been pretty much slow and jazzy and that kind of thing. Keeping up with some of my emails there in the background. Apologize for that. I have to turn my phone down now. All right. Okay, so we're gonna move into part 2. This one's Release Radar as selected by my Spotify algorithm. And yes, I know Spotify's not going to be the best to listen to in person, but I mean, let's face it, like, we're all here based on the internet. So let's check them out in order. This is Geoff Castellucci, Feeling Good, which is probably going to be a cover. And yeah, this list will be very different from the first half of the video.
Sun in the sky, you know how I feel.
Definitely going to be an audiophile demo song for sure.
You know how I feel. You know how I feel. You know how I feel.
That sounds interesting, but not very high quality playing through Spotify. Seemed like parts of that were dropping out. In general today, I feel like my power grid is not very stable.
Fish in the sea, you know how I feel.
Yeah, anyways. Moving on from Geoff Castellucci, this is Mariah Carey remix. No, I'm not going to even play that because that might get me blocked completely. This one's Enrico, I can't read the name, but this sounds pretty interesting. Let's give it a minute, and welcome to all of my friends that are watching, that have tuned in, that made it this far. It's 32 minutes in, still live, still in the middle of the afternoon, still probably reaching out to some of my friends that are out there. I can't really say how the YouTube thing works. I mean, how do people find out if anybody's live, if there's no notifications, if there's no push notifications, no email? I'm not really sure how it works. So we'll see if I can reach out to my friends here. Sounds very sort of like a soundtrack. Let's see, what is this? Kasra, Enai, Joe So Sick. This is going to be drum and bass for sure. All right, hold on for this one. This will be something for the subwoofers. Oh, that's a banger. Wow. That's a banger for sure. Holy. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's move on from this one. Get some drum and bass on my radar list. Fury, I can't play that one from the soundtrack. That'll definitely get blocked. Field Habitat. Paul Quitek. Interesting. So we're on the Release Radar playlist. This is a playlist that is curated by Spotify every week. 2 playlists that enable me to sample what's going on in the world as recommended by the platform. And every once in a while, something cool pops out, something audiophile-ish. Sometimes it's a little bit off the mark, but the good thing is it's all varied. So every once in a while, it'll play a song that I really like, and this is a good way for me to check out new music, share with friends, that kind of thing. Era, this is going to be a metal tune. I have to hang on for this one. They have a new album out, so that's why it's on the Release Radar playlist. It's pretty good. It's well recorded. Yeah, I like that. That's Era's new album that's coming out. All right, let's change it up. Let's see what else. Oh no, ain't no way. Blade Runner remix. This should be absolutely hilarious. Oh. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. I love that. Ain't no way 2024 remix Blade Runner. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Love it. I can't sit down. Oh. That one's a banger. That woke up the subwoofers. All right, let's switch it up. Playing Bad DJ. Ender, Zach Tremblay. Give it about 30 seconds and then we'll move on and then we'll know. Who knows what we'll find. Pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, not exactly audiophile material. Not quite as clear as the Era voices. Deadmau5, Raise Your Weapon. Remix. This is an ultra popular song. That's a good one. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Wow. Wow. Death Pixie Requiem remix. That is crazy good. Wow. This one's going into my playlist, that's for sure. I love sending these to friends and then my friends freak out. All right, let's move on. I can't spend too much time on any of these. Liquid Stranger, Space Whip. This has got some crazy bass already. Wow. We're only giving it about a minute of sound and then we'll change it over to the next song. Wait for the drop to come in. I gotta wait for the drop. It's not fair if I don't wait. All right, that's enough. It's not my favorite. Scary kids scaring kids. That's funny. Anyways, we'll see how it goes. 30 seconds or so, and then we'll switch it. Getting through the Release Radar playlist. There's a number of songs left down here, and then we're just looking for things that are new. See what happens. I get a new list every week, and I just like to share it with my friends. Sounds like a sort of like a pop metal kind of sound. A good singer though, Andy. So Monuments and Andy are also known artists for me. Alright, let's move on from that one. Let's see what else is on this list. Another Day by Sting. This will probably get blocked, so I gotta move on. Like a Boss. This is gonna be dubstep, I think. So another bassy song. You got subwoofers, that's what it's for.
Like a boss.
Oh yeah, that's got some bass underneath it. Subwoofer material. Nice sound effect. All right, move on from that one. Let's see what else is on this list. Baby Metal. So this is obviously going to be metal. Con Bloody Wood. That's interesting. I don't think I've heard this one yet. This will be my first time hearing this song. And that's why I like these playlists. Let's see what happens. Where do they go with this song? Wait for the vocal to come in, because they might introduce an interesting element. Oh, I see what they're doing. The Bloody Wood is taking on an Indian sort of feel to the song. That's interesting. That's fascinating. 3D2, very relaxing jazz, funky kind of music. That's a stark contrast to the metal. God, I love when it's 30 plus degrees outside and I have to crank the air conditioning. All right, Hidden PTR. This is going to be down tempo, easy listening, very, very sharp descent from having heavy metal in the mix. I enjoy a playlist that's mixed genres, so it's like a journey of music. If you can have jazz and metal and drum and bass and then down tempo and then chill music all in the same playlist, you get this like mix of emotions and a journey and sound, so that everything kind of feels fresh. It's not just country music for 20 minutes or metal music for 20 minutes and then the energy is all really the same. So I like a mixed playlist. It's fun when that happens. Oh, I really like these guys together. Usually like fantastic and amazing singers. It's funny how my friend from India was here and now I've got Indian songs. He's missing out. Their singing style is so unique. The recording could have been better on his voice. She sounds way more clear. It works together though. Interesting. All right, moving on. See, this is why I love doing this. And I know that maybe 1 or 2 people or 0 people are watching, but you know what? I do this every weekend anyway, so why not just share the time? The Found by Matt Zoe. Usually EDM sort of listening. We're doing the release radar playlist right now, and I probably have less than half the list to go through. So let's just mix it up. This is a Japanese jazz band, it sounds like. There you go. If you like it, you can look it up. Yeah, it's nice. I like that. Pretty smooth kind of recording. Brandon Lau, he's got some amazing, like, epic soundtrack sort of songs. Really, really cool stuff. Samuel Kim is another guy that does, like, soundtrack kind of music. We'll just skip over this one. Definitely going to get me muted. I can't play that one. Trio Sense. Let's listen to something a little more relaxing. I know not everybody likes metal and drum and bass. Typically with audio channels, it's not the same audience, but that's, you know, music is music. It shouldn't matter. Sounds like a finger xylophone, or whatever you would want to call that, fingerboard. Very clean. Yeah, not bad. Pretty relaxing kind of music there. Only a couple songs left on this list. This is Release Radar. Level Connie. This is probably going to be a drum and bass track. Get a little bit more energy on the playlist. Where are we now? So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs left. And then I'll stick around and answer questions for anybody, if there's anybody still here. So 5 more songs and then we're done with the list. So it's probably going to be drum and bass, maybe relaxing music. This one will be jazz. That one looks like might be jazz. This one's probably jazz also, and then that one's easy listening. I recognize some of the artists. Pretty decent playlist. A couple of really nice songs in there. It's a nice vibe. It's bouncy. Bouncy, bassy. All right. Ghidra. This is going to be heavy drum and bass. Every once in a while, I like to get excited. This is definitely going to be one of them. Oh my God. Oh, that one's pretty good. That's mixed into the beats. Chameleon Beats. That's a Neurofunk show. So it's an album that has like all the songs running together, and this one's in the middle. All right, this one's probably going to be jazz. Let's see. Drone. A lot of drone stuff going on in the world lately, that's for sure. I thought about getting a drone for Prime Days, but I didn't end up getting one. The reason I didn't want to get a drone this year is my use case is very limited. I don't use drones all that much. Having a point and shoot camera is one thing. Having action cameras for the bike is another thing. I've got the DJI gimbal camera, but I don't need a drone. So I didn't get a drone this year. Let's see what the next song is. Adam Neely. Sounds very relaxing. Acoustic guitar. That's pretty well recorded. I like that. All right, let's check it out. Probably 2 more tracks. Shibuya Meltdown, Japanese market in Tokyo. Probably 2 more songs. Let's see. This is actually pretty cool. Yeah. 2 more songs and then we're out of here for the day. Any questions I will ask and answer in the comments. This is really funky. I like this. It's like progressive metal-ish solo guitar trio band. Well, it lists 3 artists, but it sounds like guitar, drums, bass, keyboards. Very funky. I like it. All right. Second last track of the day, Release Radar music playlist. Almost an hour, which is good. I got to get out of here. Answer some emails. Make some phone calls. And thank you to my friends that actually watched all this stuff. I know that it's not always the best content. It's not the most edited, entertaining, informative. I sort of use YouTube sometimes to just hang with my friends, but if there's no one around for that at the time, then I can understand. It's the middle of a Saturday in North America, so what can I do? Most of the people that I know are out and busy and doing their own thing, so when I'm sharing some music, there's not a lot of people around for it, but hopefully they come by and watch some of these songs and they find it interesting enough to add to a playlist. All right, last song. Time of Legends, Bjorn Lynn. Typically sort of epic, chill kind of music. Let's hear what it sounds like. Yeah, very epic sort of music soundtrack, like. So that's Bjorn Lynn, Time of Legends, and that's an hour, basically. I'm gonna play some copyright-free music to go out. So this week, the updates are, I've sold the preamp, and there's proof that it's working. Obviously, I've changed from CD player to streaming to everything. It works on the 2 preamps. I have everything working just fine. Yep, so the preamp is sold. I'm going to hold on to the CD player. The streamer for now, I'm considering upgrading to a different streamer, DAC. Not really sure how that's going to work out. I need to be able to afford it or pay it off or something of the sort. This week we had a lot of slow songs on the weekly discovery list. My release radar list turned out to be a little bit more exciting. We had some drum and bass in there. We had some metal songs in the release radar as well. Era, baby metal, stuff like that. So that was pretty cool and interesting. I do need to get into some other work right now. It was nice to be able to scroll through some of the songs. I know some of my friends might find this after the fact not every day is consistent. I don't have a set schedule as of now. There's a lot of stuff just changing and things like that. So I appreciate those who came. Thank you very much for joining and watching the stream. Scroll through any of the videos that I have on live. Every weekend I do a different list. And then throughout the week, sometimes I'll shoot a different bit of content for certain things. The most recent one was about the preamps, and I'm going to have a part 2 and 3. I'm not sure how I'm going to edit it yet, but I'm going to have part 2 and 3 of that. And I'm going to get to the preamp stuff just in a minute. So that's been an hour. I've been scrolling through some music. I've got all that stuff sort of set up there. Arundel Tower 1723 THX. SVS Sound subwoofers, SB1000 Pro, Buckeye amplifiers. Buckeye's made in Ohio. Those are the Purify module amplifiers. Rotel 1590 Mark II preamp with the Texas Instrument DAC. The CD11 Tribute model I was using at the very beginning of the video. And then the Weem Pro Plus streamer, which is fed coax into the DAC from the preamp. Inside the Pro Plus, I believe it's AKM 4493s. I don't know exactly. I may have to use that in the next preamp. And then we'll see what happens with the preamp. I'm not sure when that'll show up. Next weekend, there's an event going on Saturday, so I won't do a music streaming, but I probably do some kind of thing from the event, if that's cool. I'll have to talk to the owners just in a minute to figure that out. But anyways, that's enough for me. I've been talking for about an hour. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you for joining and watching. If you choose to subscribe or like or comment on anything, I appreciate that. You don't have to. I don't obligate anybody to do that kind of thing. If you don't like what's going on, don't support it. That's the same with anything else. If you don't like what's going on in the world somewhere, don't be like it and don't support it. Any traffic that it gets is support. So if you don't like it, don't comment, don't share it, don't nag about it. Don't, you know what I mean? If it's a dislike, just leave it alone. Let it just stay quiet. Support the things you do like. All right? Peace be with you, whatever that means to you in the world, and I'll see you next weekend.